Well, a good Saturday morning to you all, guys. Hope you're all getting ready for Christmas. 16 crosses submitted by you guys, well, including myself. So thanks to all those that submitted crosses this week. Look at this spread. It's huge. What are we going to do about this, guys? Look at it. It's all over the place. So we seem to have two main clusters here. We've got this one over here on the right where I went on Tuesday, which seems to be concentrated mainly on this guy here in the yellow at the back. And then we've got another cluster over here, which seems to be concentrating on where Rami Malek is looking up there. So there is one right up there and there is one right down there. I'm not going to take them out because they just balance each other out anyway. And I know I've said this before, but I mean, if you look at that top one there, for that to be the winning cross, then, you know, you'd have to have the judges, some of the judges would have to go sort of equally as high all the way up here, and I can't see that. Can't rule that out, mind, but, you know, and it's the same down here. The bottom one down here, if you were looking at that as a winning cross, then for that to be an average, there'd have to be another load of crosses all the way down here, which counts this guy out, the yellow guy, all together. Let's just draw some lines then, because there seems to be a lot of confusion here this week. Now, if I draw some lines from this guy, he's looking, to me, just my opinion, in this direction. This eye is looking slightly sort of out the other way, because his head is turned slightly, isn't it? So, for me, this guy's looking up in that direction. And I said this on Tuesday, and I'll still stick by that. If I look at this guy here, where he's looking sort of one eye up in that direction, and I've got one eye up in this sort of direction. So if you're looking at a crossover point where the two eye lines cross over, then we've got to be looking up here somewhere. But nobody's gone up there. And of course the idea of doing the average is you guys submit a load of crosses which hopefully represents the same sort of method as the judges will do. So, you know, hopefully the judges will do a similar sort of thing where some will look at the eyesight of the guy in yellow, and some of them will go over here to the left where Rami's looking. So it's an odd one, because I'm one of these ones that was over here. You remember me being just above his head there, and I said I didn't think it could be that far away from this guy on the left, because he looks as though he's about to interact with it. It's coming down to him. I don't think he's headed it because his eyes are too open. It looks as though it's coming down and he's prepared for it. So I don't think it's that far away from him, so I can't see it being sort of particularly high. But then I'm never right, so that's nothing to go by. So to me, it's this diamond shape up here is where it should be, but like hardly anybody's gone there. So it is a tricky one this week, and I think it could be absolutely anywhere. So let's have a look at where the average is for that, which is 20781114. So if I had to look at it and say, well, what am I going to do with my one freebie cross that I play every week? Well, pray was probably right, but the one I play every week, I probably will go nearer the average. I'm not convinced myself, but then what I think and where I think it should be is irrelevant, and the whole purpose is to go where we think the judges' average is going to be, and where do we think the judges are going to go. So if the judges do what we've done, and the majority go to the left here, and a few go to the right, then that's going to be the sort of area. So it is a tricky one to work out, because a lot of it's going to be guesswork this week. I mean, that average is going to be just a rough guide as to where the average of your crosses are. I personally think it could be absolutely anywhere. I still say that in theory, if we go by where both of them are looking, then there's this diamond shape up here, which is where the eye lines cross. So it could be anywhere in there. So if anything, I think I'm probably going to go slightly to the right of that, and I may even go higher just so I can bring it in line with this section here. I don't know, but that's just my choice. I mean, you know, a lot of you guys will stick to the left. A lot of you guys will stick with, and so you should. You should go with that. I mean, you're only looking at these, like all the BOTB videos as a guide. What are people thinking? That's what we want to know. What is everybody else thinking it should be? And if the majority think it should be a certain area, then that's usually a good guide and usually works out quite well. But sometimes sometimes it works out to be way out. Let's put the draggable target over there. See what that looks like. I don't know why I call it a draggable target. I think it's because it's listed as a draggable target. It's basically a target. See, when I put the target there, now I'm not convinced. I'm just making it worse now, aren't I? I'm not convinced. I just don't know if it should be higher, lower, further to the right. I really don't know. So I'm not much help this week, guys. All you need to know is there on the screen is where everybody thinks it's possibly going to be. And that's the average. So you're going to have to make your own judgment on this one. Like I said, I'm possibly going to go further to the right and possibly up a bit. But that's just ending up as a complete stab in the dark. So there we are. It's down to you guys. I don't know. Let's just move on to Revcomps. So these are the new cars they've added on Thursday night. I've stuck a ticket on this one, this Porsche 718 GT4, because it's 100,000 alternative and I want the cash, so wouldn't that be nice for Christmas? Let me think now. When I won and had £1,000 cash with it, that was on a Thursday night, and the cash was in my bank account. I think it must have been Bax transfer, so that must have been in the bank account about midday Saturday. So if they do the draw next Thursday night, you could have 100 grand in your bank account on Saturday, just in time to do some last minute shopping before Christmas Day on Monday. Wouldn't that be nice? Ford Transit Custom Crew Cab 6-seater. These are always popular. A lot of you guys drive vans. They're always popular. That's nicer than it looks. It's Kia Optima. It's a 1.6 diesel automatic. Superb family car, that. I mean, it's a 2019, so it's 4 years old, but these have got a 7-year warranty on them, so there's still probably 2.5, 3 years warranty under that. So, surprisingly, nice little family car, that. Range Rover Velar. These are always popular. Everybody loves a Range Rover, even though 90 of them a day are getting stolen in London. And the insurance is ridiculous on them, and these are plummeting in value because they just keep getting stolen all the time. Mercedes C63. This is the 4-litre V8 one. This is about 18 quid a ticket. Not my cup of tea. But of course, I've gone for the camper van. A couple of tickets on the camper van. That'd be nice now. Ready for the new season to start in sort of March, April next year. Start off with going away for Easter. And Golf GTI Performance. GTI Golf, always popular again, isn't it? Because they double up as a nice family car and a hot hatch. Can't go far wrong with them. So, there we are, guys. That's it for another Saturday. Nice short one today. Enjoy your weekend and good luck for this week's competition.